viewers, how are you? I'm Melissa and I'm here to demonstrate my project work for you for your review. So let's start directly to the project demonstration. So let's start first by installing or downloading and installing Linux. So here is the link for Linux installation from the official website. And one thing to note is that the mentioned version of the Alma Linux is not available right now. Let me show you here. The link is broken, or maybe it is unavailable right now. So I tried various methods to download this version. However, it's unavailable now. So the only thing to do is simply downloading the most recent version, which is the 8.10 version. This one is the only version working is version 8.10. The other version is not working totally. This is really not good. So unfortunately, the mentioned version of the Linux is not working. So every version, not only the DVD ISO file, this one is also not working. The minimal version is also not working. So the only option that I have is simply using the most recent, which is the Alma Linux 8.10, the DVD version. So this is working. So since I already downloaded this version, I can pause or I can cancel this installation. So let's go to the my project folder. So I organized everything as a single project on my desktop, on my document folder. I call it a NaXum project. Inside the NaXum project, I have organized the way I can do the project easily. So this is as I saw image, this is the GitLab, this is a note for the demonstration, this is the project work sectional. So let's start installing the Alma Linux first. So this is our ISO image. So I'm using workstation, my workstation Pro here. So let's create the typical, which is recommended. Virtual name. Okay. Disk here. I assigned to energy for this virtual machine. I can also customize here if I need. So currently I'm assigning 3 GB of RAM for this newly creating virtual machine. So I can increase or decrease the RAM. So now let's use around here. So close and finish. The ISO file is automatically detected because I already done this before. That's why I'm not selecting now. It's automatically selected. So let me power on the virtual machine to install the Alma Linux on. virtual machine. So here it is. So enter. It may take some time. So until this process can be completed, let me brief my host PC. I'm using the Show using my host meshes property. I'm using Intel Core i7 Ultra version with 60 GB of RAM installed. It is the 13th generation, which is the latest version of the Intel processor, and the hard drive is the SSD. So let's proceed. So okay, the task is now on progress. Okay, great. So so as I told you, I'm using Alma Linux 8.10 version. So let me repeat it once again. So because the mentioned version of the Alma Linux is not available as official website. So I tried a lot of methods to find that version, but unfortunately not. So this is the only option I have to use, which is 8.10 version. So let's select the language. So it's something to set up some setting. Select the disk. Disk is disk is selected. So let me set a root password. Root password. Let's confirm it. So done. So and the system creation full name. Next. Yeah, make this user as an administrator. IS information system engineer 3. So making this user administrator. So the password. Then keep the password the same as the root user. Okay, so done. So user is created, the root password is configured. What else? The keyboard is English US. Let me support. Let me set up this time. Since I'm in Africa, let's select Africa. I'm in Addis Ababa. It automatically detected my location. So the time is 134. 134. Let me make it PM. 134. Yes. This you need to set up a network first. Yeah. Okay. We can set up a network also here. So the time is fixed. So let's start this. Okay, let me select the software first. And other things. So let me leave this as it is. So selecting everything here. But I need, if I need, I can jump some of them and I can select only what I need. So I am selecting this all maybe in case if there is any error during my project work later, but I can also update at later time, but let me select this. I'm not seeing the select all option here. That's why I'm selecting individually. So the software selection is done. So network and host name. So let's set up a network. This is a basic one. So we can, yeah, it automatically detects a network from the host machine. So my network interface is ENS 160. This is our network interface, and I will use it several times during the network and firewall setup. So let's configure it because it should be a static. It should be a static network. So internet IPv4. So here it is. This is the network identification name. This is identity. So let's add a network. By the way, I can work this later in two ways. After the installation, I can work this in two ways. First, in graphical user interface as well as in CLI command line. So let's give this 192.168.232. 130, 30. So subnet mask is already known. This one is a subnet mask. So I can add a Google DNS additional because the assignment says DNS should be the Google DNS. So additional DNS. I can separate like this. 8.4.4. Search domain. Or maybe I can also I can just like that. So the network is configured. So what is the security policy here? So I can read if I want. Let's start the installation. So installation is starting. It's taking it's taking some time to complete, so let's wait. So it's taking time. So this is generally the installation process. So I can quiet this and back to the edit completely too. So this is simply to show you a demo on how to install. So I can quiet this because it's taking too time quieting this. Let me power off it. This is virtual machine. I can also delete this because remove this virtual machine. So the installation is, I think, as you see, almost finished. We can say that it's finished. So let me navigate you to the complete project I did before. So the username for the system is, I call it NaXum-ISE 2. So let's enter a password for that. So this is Alma Linux 8.10. So let's see some connections for connectors. So first, let me check our internet connectivity. So we set it because our network interface is 160 here, this one. This is our network connectivity. So this is our static IP address uh, for our virtual machine for this machine. So we set it correctly. So we can browse internet, by the way. So so internet is working here. This is the documentation for Alma Linux. This is the link. So this is simply to check whether internet is working or not. We can also ping the connectivity between the virtual machine to the host machine because our host is here, so we can ping that. So let me so this is for section 1 I have prepared. So we can updated my system by running this command. So to save time, so I can let me demonstrate you here. So this is the system update command. So I already configure network, but there is also one type command line to configure the network. So verifying this. So let me create my local server. So simply running this command you can create, but it's already created. So I already created the local host name, local server name. So let me verify this. So here it is. My local host name is static host name. I already created the local host name. So what's next? Let me close this. So what's next? Simply configuring the firewall. So I also configured the firewall, but simply to show you, let me check the status of the firewall. Status of my firewall. Sudo password. So here it is. My firewall is active. It's running. So my firewall is running good. So next to show you. So if it is not enabled, we can enable and restart. So this is the command for the reboots. So I think there is no need to reboot, but if you need to see, I can show you. So rebooting is here. I updated the system, by the way, as the first time. So to save time, because updating may require some time. So to save my time, I simply showing you very core things that I have did. Yeah. So my system is rebooted. So let me log in. And see what's the next task. The next task is the Docker installation. I already installed the Docker also. I can verify for you. So let me show you how I can do that. First, I run this command on the system. So this is the Docker repository, the official Docker repository. So installing the Docker engine is here. So enable, disable. So by running this, simply the Docker work perfectly. So let's verify for you as part of the demo. So what's the version of the Docker I installed? Simply let me go to terminal, Control Shift. Here it is. The version of the Docker is 29.0.4. Let me also see some info. Info. So this is all about project section 1 of the project, which is very basic. So I think let me go to yeah, the project. This section is only in this with the local installation. So everything is working now. Everything is completed. So this is all about section 1. So let me proceed to the section 2.